Where is the Ministry of Niger Delta? Now the question where almost everybody they ask now inside this country. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't collect ministers. We know the Ministry of Niger Delta. We call the hear people say, they don't carry the Ministry of Niger Delta, put under the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. Okay, so the Niger Delta people now humanitarian consideration. Now they want to give them now. All of us know say Niger Delta be like the breast milk where this country they suck, they grow. And now why that ministry was put in place in the first place, instituted by law, through law, now they bring in this Ministry of the Niger Delta to address the issues of the Niger Delta, the environmental degradation and the rest of them, which make these militants then they disturb that time. You understand? Nine governments JJ carry this ministry come on board to address their issue so that everybody go day on day main day, you go day all right. But we don't define the ministry now. We go on short break. When we come back, I'm going to on the gist in total as it be. Let's go on this break.
For centuries, the Ijele has been a revered masquerade in Igbo land, a predominant tribe in southern Nigeria. The Ijele is a grand spectacle that commands respect, awe, and celebration. Today, Innocent Vehicles brings you the Ijele in a new form. A majestic, robust, and monolithic pickup truck designed to leave an indelible mark in the annals of automotive history. The Innocent Ijele is equipped with a powerful 3.0 L turbo engine and 4WD to conquer any terrain with ease. Make way for the Innocent Ijele, Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.
Welcome back. I beg to analyze this issue small. To tell them I say this ministry they mean so and why this ministry supposed to. I won't bring one Niger Delta activist where in name now Ankyo Briggs and I won't find fair woman. I'm on the way to the woman cap. He's sweet. I beg. Let us listen to Ankyo Briggs, Niger Delta activist. I'm gonna watch.
Well, definitely, since this issue of where is the Ministry of Niger Delta, it just disappeared off the list, basically. I hear that it's been placed under another ministry to do with social welfare or humanitarian or whatever it is. But that, for me, that's neither here nor there. We had what is called, and in my opinion still have, what is called the Ministry of Niger Delta. The thing is, it's not there. But then the government can come back tomorrow and say, you know what, Ankyo, the reason why it's not there is because we have not allocated a minister to it. Well, that's fine. That's fine for me.
You know, the reasons, you know, for the creation of the Ministry of Niger Delta and the NDDC are still very much there. One of which is the cleanup, which we saw during the President Buhari. You know, how far has the cleanup gone? Because we've seen you in your boots going to the creeks and very disturbing scenes there. How far has the cleanup gone in that region?
You see, sadly, when we talk about pollution, both people outside of Nigeria, the international community, and people in Nigeria just think that when we talk about pollution, we just mean our Ogoni brothers, because the Ogonis made the pollution a great issue. And in that great issue, great Ogoni sons lost their lives. Both ways, Ogoni people died. It is still a painful memory and process for Ogoni people. There is still bitterness over this issue. That's the price we've had to pay, and that's the price the Ogoni people have had to pay. Now, That is the price every community in the Niger Delta has had to pay, one way or the other. And every Niger Delta person will tell you that their story is not different from the next community. As long as there is oil in your community or in the next community, when there is a spill, it moves, the water moves it from one place to the other. When there is a spill, it always happens in the farmland, because you're either on land or you're in the waters. It's one or the other. And so the pollution that is in Ogoni is the same pollution that is in Bayelsa, that is in River State. If a pollution happens in Ogoni, the water carries it into Bayelsa State, into Delta State, because water
is there a reduction?
No way. There is no reduction. I mean, and they know there is no reduction. The government knows there is no reduction. The oil companies know there is no reduction.
Ankyo Briggs talk say, if they find the ministry, he no see am. Say she dey assume say maybe Buhari Tinubu never appoint the minister for that ministry. Say she no one believe say they don't scrap the ministry. But as it be like this now, it be like say they don't scrap the ministry. You know, she can't go further. Can't tell us, say, look at the reasons why this ministry was carved out. Their pollution, you understand, destroying of their farmland, their waterways, you know, farmers cannot farm, fishers cannot fish, nothing, you understand. Now why they bring this ministry so that it can address their issues. But right now, we define the ministry. So, Tinubu, where is the ministry of the Niger Delta? The people where they feed us inside this country. Now they are oil now. So, them having a ministry, is it bad? Where is the ministry? Make it not be say, now true say you don't carry this ministry, conjoin with Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. It don't get anything to do with humanitarian affairs. These people are not begging for arms. They are not. They will not be now they are right. You understand? Because their place is not Casablanca. So now this ministry now they oversee the affairs of this region. I beg, give them the Ministry of Niger Delta. Make we enter another gist. These ministers now we don't come on board. Some people don't they talk who say, look, we don't understand what they happen. Because how can Festus Keyamo, lawyer, oversee the Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace? Wait till him know there. I be he won't go they learn on the job. Is this administration about people learning on the job, or to move this country at the speed of light? So they don't carry on now. He won't go to learn on the job. A lawyer, now aviation minister. What about Mohammed Badaru, former governor of Jigawa State, now the Minister of Defense? Now accountant, this guy Bio, he don't know anything about defense. He never did force before. They can't carry the governor or former governor of Zamfara State, Bello Matawale, can't give him as Minister of State Defense. These two people. This my Matawale now administrator. He don't know anything about force. Or give them gun, they don't sabi shoot. Now let them carry the Minister of Defense, senior and junior. I beg, this Ankyo Briggs we been talk before. She won't talk again as he take touch this insensitive apportioning of offices to people who don't know anything. That at best they will just be learning on the job. She used Festus Keyamo as a case study. Festus Keyamo and what's that name? Former governor of River State. These two people now, he used them as case study. I beg, make we listen to this Ankyo Briggs and the analogy we she give. I'm gonna watch.
My governor was a governor of a state, and in terms of infrastructure and stuff like that, I mean, you cannot take it away from the past governor of River State, Nyesom Wike, that when you live in Port Harcourt, the city of Port Harcourt, the capital of River State, you can't deny that when it comes to roads and moving around in the city of Port Harcourt, I don't think there is anybody that can beat him right now. Hence he's titled Mr. Project. So putting him in the capital territory seems like another state, but this is the Capital Territory is not a governor that is overseeing the affairs of the Capital Territory. It's a minister that is overseeing the affairs of the territory. But then we hear that there is a lot of funds involved in the disbursed to the Capital Territory, and then you take the issue of someone like Festus Keyamo. I'm not picking on him, but I've known him for a while, and I know that he's a lawyer, and so the first thing that comes to mind is that what is a lawyer going to give to the Ministry of Aviation? So when you put somebody who has a total different background, you will assume, and rightly so, that they are going to learn on the job.
When I hear what she talk for that, he said, yes, in week, everybody see what him do inside River State. Though the guy now really, now he come outside and say, you know what, minister, now he do everything, do jiggy, talk anyhow, call APC, cancer and all that. Now what people get against him? And they don't carry now do minister of FCT. So based on what him do inside the state, we feel agree say, he go help Angie FCT well, build flyovers, because the flyovers in Nakana everywhere for inside the River State. That one day. But Festus Keyamo, what be a track record? Nobody know. Even the lawyer where him do, we can count number of cases where him don't win. But now he be the minister of aviation and aerospace. Make we no can they get say flight just they catch fire anyhow. Oh, now they hear me. Make it not come be say our airspace now can they safe again, because we would get somebody who don't know anything about aerospace as minister. Or now they see where the problem may come from. If this government is actually set or out to work from the one, you not go collect people who go learn on the job. You go collect professionals who know the job and work with them. I mean, is this your government as a means of compensation for people who help you do what they do during the election? Because I wait till they see them as now. Ona they hear me. Now where it finished for my mouth, I go see Ona later.